about some of the girls?
I don't really want to name names.
Well, just some of the inspiration for your poems.
I mean, there's been a lot of them, and it's like I said, you can write 100 different things about a relationship. You can it's happy to sad to where you want to kill them or where you want to fucking die, and it can all be about one girl. Like, I'm able to differentiate which ones I wrote about because I wrote them, but you wouldn't be able to tell one way or another if you read them because I don't use names because I don't want to bring anyone else into my stuff. Like, yes, they are part of my life, but it's not fair to drag them into them and point fingers. That's not right. That's not fair because I don't try to paint anybody in a negative light, and anyone that's read my book can say that I don't paint myself in a negative or in a positive light at all. Like, I'm not the hero of the story. I'm just the one that's telling it.
What I mean is tell us about some of the inspiration as to why you wrote some of the poems about them, like the art of, to the girl that taught
to the girl who taught me the art of letting go. That was about the worst breakup I ever went through, and the whole thing lasted about 2 years. And to the girl who taught me the art of letting go is about the entire 2 years. It's about when we first broke up. I was so depressed. I was in the mental hospital because I wanted to die, and I was just suicidal and just couldn't get over the fact that she didn't want me anymore. I just could not accept that. And then it's basically the grieving stages, where first I was depressed and then I was just angry at her. It was so much easier to hate her than to be hurt. And then I had that phase where I was like, well, everything in my life is so much better because you're not in it. Ha ha ha. Look how great I'm doing. And I wanted to rub her nose in it. And then I reached a point where she doesn't mean anything to me anymore. Like, if I see her face, it doesn't bring it, because that's not the person I know anymore. I don't think I ever knew her. Now, I really know she never knew me. Like, we dated for 9 months, and I've known her for a long time, but she doesn't know who I am. And that allowed me to move on. And the piece, I wanted her to know that I felt those things at one time. And I wanted to really let her see it and let her know how she made me feel at my worst. And then I wanted her to know that I've moved past it and I don't blame her for any of it. A lot of that was just my own baggage from the relationship. Like, relationships end. That's just how it is, man. People aren't going to be together forever. One way or another, it's going to end. Whether you're together until you die, it's still going to end. The other person has to move on. And it's all about doing that in a healthy way.